Welcome to Crystal Falls Stadium. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Stars going up against the Knights. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Our partner ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Just about set to go now. Our starting pitcher in this one, Will Price.
Well, obviously last year was a difficult year for this guy. I mean, you lose that many ball games, and even if you pitched well in some of them, the fact that that loss is hanging on you the day that you took the mound can be hard to shake. But, you know, for guys to get to this level, to be big leaguers, they've had to overcome a lot. And for him, this is just one more thing. Throw away last year, hit the reset button, come out and have a great year this year.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And next is the designated hitter. And that's outside. Ball 2. One out, base is empty. Up and in. And now 3-1.
That's a good pitch there. One strike. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Kicks and fires. And they'll do it again. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot. Man at first, Derek Tyler digs in now. Runner takes off. Pitch is low. Throw, safe. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Hot shot to third. Throw to first in time. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
On the ground, Mydroff on the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. And we're back. And starting in this one, Cam Caminiti.
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Bottom of the first, here's the veteran outfielder, Esteury Ruiz. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Makes the catch for the out. Take a look at the lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
That one ripped. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 away.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
1 ball.
Stepping in, Akil Baddoo. Swings and misses. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to him, Drake Baldwin. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Here's the second baseman. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball. Mydroth throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 22.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder. No score here in the second. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Inside.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The count now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Jacob Melton. In the air, left field, down the line. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Batting 5th, the designated hitter.
Now it's Nick Senzel. That one is absolutely belted. Perez going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
B.J. Murray Jr. getting ready to hit. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Tyler whips it across, and that ends the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back at the plate. Number 50.
The right fielder, Garrett Martin.
Next pitch in for a strike. Now 1-2. In the air, left side. Makes the catch. One down.
Batting up, the first baseman, Joe.
And now the first baseman, Joe Brandom. One down, base is empty. Breaking ball misses down and away. There's a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So the batting order turns over. Andrew Monasterio, the next to hit. 2 outs. Out to short. That ends the frame. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the speedy catcher, Ethan Salas. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting 8, the third baseman.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's the third baseman. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Chase Mydroff now at the plate. In the air, out to center, and it falls. The throw to third, in there safely.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here's the center fielder, Yuri Ruiz. Late swing, fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And the batter will be the shortstop. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, number 2. outside. 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
On the ground to third. Fires to first on the run. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
The first baseman, number 1.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Derek Tyler digs in now. Pitches in for a strike, and it's 1-2. All tied up here on opening day. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hammered on the line, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now here is Wenzel Perez. On the ground, right side. The turn by DeVries at second. A 3-6-1 double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
And here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. 2 outs. And the slider just misses. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 3-1. 4th inning underway, no score. Swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses, struck him out. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Akil Baddoo.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and there's one down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jacob.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jacob Melton. And that one hammered. That's back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Now he launches a throw over his head. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they get a run at home.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the Parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting a second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
1 out, bases empty. Nick Senzel getting ready to hit. This to third, Tyler. And they got him.
The first baseman, number 2, B.J. Murray Jr.
2 down, bases empty. B.J. Murray Jr. will hit next. That one in the dirt, and it's 2-1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a big swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. We played 4. The Knights have the advantage, 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. The 1-1. In the air, right side. And there's one away.
The left fielder, number 22.
Now the left fielder.
Ron.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now the right fielder. Next offering upstairs. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Everything came together for him. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And here's the first baseman, Joe Brandom. And now 2 balls and a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
That one out to right, and it stays fair. Around from second is the tying run. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Big RBI for him right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Andrew Monasterio now at the plate. In there at the knees. It's 2-2. Random, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Go ahead run on base. Strom digs in now. The 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Got him swinging.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now Ethan Salas. Hit in the air, left field, under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, number 22.
Now the third baseman. Taps softly third base side, a swinging bunt. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, the second baseman, Chase Mydroth.
Now it's the second baseman, Chase Mydroth. 2 outs, base is empty. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The 2-1.
Nope.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Clips the corner, and it's 3-2.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Stretches out and hauls it in. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jackson Wolf.
Now pitching, Jackson Wolf.
Derek Tyler getting ready to hit. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. A little out front there as he swings through it.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
That's a ball.
Base is empty, 1 away here on opening day. That one misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Badu puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher Drake.
Now the catcher up to hit, Drake Baldwin. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Nothing across here this half. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. All tied 1-1. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Yuri Ruiz. Outside low, and it's 2-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Daniel Palencia, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Herrera getting cranked up as well. And he drops it down the third baseline, and that goes foul. Out to short, Monasterio tosses to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, number 94.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
Now it's the right fielder, Akil Baddoo. Not even close there. And it's 2-1.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Swing and a miss. That's strike two.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And that's too high. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 12. Here's the second baseman.
For the Stars, the second baseman, number 9.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Missed with a changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's the left fielder. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And now the right fielder. 2 down, nobody on. Upstairs. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Daniel Palencia. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The left fielder, Jacob Melton.
On the ground to the left, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Really important at bat coming up now.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Senzel, the next to hit. Man at second. And a swing and a miss.
2-2 to count.
Here's a rocket out to left. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
The first baseman, number 2, B.J. Murray Jr.
Next is switch hitting first baseman B.J. Murray Jr. With the go-ahead run at third, here the bottom of the seventh.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Popped up. He's got it, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, catcher Ethan.
Here's the catcher, Ethan Salas.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
2 outs. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a breaking ball on that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's the third baseman.
Nope, that's inside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. A little bit high, and the count's full.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Corners are occupied with 2 down.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So digging in, Chase Mydroff. 2 on, 2 outs. That one lifted to left. Brings it in. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Number 43.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Now, Andrew Monasterio, and that one finds its way through. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Number 12 will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Now on the bump, number 63. On for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
And here is Anthony Strom. Badu towards the line, makes the grab for the second out.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Now a chance for Derek Tyler.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open. 3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Wenzel Perez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-2. That's out to center field. Makes the grab, and that's the third out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Andreas Herrera.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now into the ball game on defense, Joe Brando. He takes over as the new first baseman. Esteury Ruiz now at the plate.
The center fielder, Ruiz.
And a bunt towards third. Tyler zips it to first. They handle the bunt and get the out. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or can be bunted right back at a position player.
The 1-2. And a good eye there. Activity in the bullpen. Xavier Curry appears to be getting loose. Number 74 getting loose as well. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch in the dirt. Now 2-2. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, left fielder.
Jacob Melton digs in now. And that misses. 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Badu leads off first with 2 down to the inning. There goes the runner. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Now pitching.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jorge Alcala. A chance at his first save of the year. Well, 1-run game. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Ripped to short. In plenty of time to first. And that quickly 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
The 1-1 is fouled off. This could end it. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that is the ball game.
Well, great start to this 4-game series to get the first one at home, but these players know they've got some